Hey everybody, what is up? It's your good friends Cory Camp and Brian McGill back at you with another What's Up Wednesday, bringing our positive vibes and all the cool things happening around the Sydney community. Cory, how you doing over there?
Hey, Brian. Good morning. I am good. Hold on, I'm going to mute you. Got a little bit of feedback. We had some technical issues this morning. Brian was trying to get his speaker and mic working. So we're making it work this morning, but I'm good. It's sunny and feeling a lot like summer here. All my kiddos have finished their school year and they're ready for the next year. My little Grace, my 5-year-old, she finished her online preschool curriculum Saturday and made us throw her a party on Sunday. Like legit, she was like, "It's okay, I'll help you decorate." She kept mentioning things until she suddenly had decorations and 2 cakes, not just one, but 2, and a balloon. And we did a spa day. So we are celebrating the end of this school year and the new beginnings for next year, and really just enjoying summer. How about you, Brian? Have you gotten out on your boat yet?
No, but I think a group of the folks that have been quarantining with me, we will be going out on the Pittsburgh pedal boats this weekend. So we're really excited about that. I'll have some good news in terms of your horoscope. Are you ready for it?
Oh yeah, let's go.
2 things. You will obviously you will manage to maintain good health by eating right and remaining active. And so you've been keeping up with your morning workouts during all the quarantine, but a family member ailing for some time starts showing signs of recovery. I wonder who this horoscope means. So there's some good news.
Yeah, well, and that's, so I wasn't on the show last week because last week my husband had brain surgery. So, and it was in hopes of fixing his chronic aches and pains and some recent balance issues. He had a cyst removed. And so that is really good news. I haven't paid attention to horoscopes in a while, Brian, but that is right on point of what I would want out of my horoscope. So I hope you're not making it up, because that sounds like some pretty good future vibes.
That's true. That's true. And now I'm supposed to have a new training partner that is likely to motivate me on my health front, which is probably a good idea, good thing, right? But someone who admires me won't leave any stones unturned in conveying it. This is this is very interesting. So that my mom will be happy to hear that. That's one step closer, right? Marrying me off. See you later.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious, Brian. Yeah, so I'm a Virgo. So if you're wanting to know if those are your same fortunes, I'm a Virgo. Brian, what are you?
Pisces.
There you go. My mom's a Pisces. Yeah. So I love that. That was a fun little way to get our Wednesday up and going. I know you're on your 2nd round of coffee. Is that right?
Yes. 2 cups this morning. Feel free to share in the chat how many cups of coffee you are at the time of our What's Up Wednesday. Maybe Cory, let's get into the good news going on around the Sydney community.
Yeah.
So, guys, we've been talking about the Better Together virtual conference coming up June 29th and June 30th. We are happy to share that our keynotes, Doug Fisher, Elena Aguilar, and Justin Bader, will be headlining this conference. And we also will have a large number of educator breakout sessions. The open for proposals is still open, but we're very happy with some of the sessions we've been reading on. Go ahead, if you want to scan that QR code, okay, you can get yourself registered to attend the conference. You can also go to info.sydney.com /better together. So we're excited about this conference and the Jenga sets.
Brian keeps mentioning the Jenga sets, but yeah, Kathleen, welcome to the What's Up Wednesday show. Thanks for tuning in today. She says her proposal is in. Kathleen is one of our SIBME virtual coaches. She's amazing, really passionate about science. She and I align on a lot of things around education. We got to chat a couple weeks ago because she is my guest this week on the Coach Replay show. So we're super excited. We're going to be talking about how we're wrapping up this school year on a positive note and some of the great triumphs that we can come out of all of this mess at the end of the 1920 school year and move into 2021 with some really, really strong practices and just some good news. So I'm excited for Kathleen to join us. And I'm so excited, Kathleen, that you have your proposal in for the Better Together conference. This really is, I'm super excited about this conference. I have for a long time been passionate about we have to change the way we do professional learning if we expect the way that we do classroom learning to change. So this is a conference dedicated to people who are on the path or who have met some exciting milestones in how they deliver or engage in professional learning. These are not just SIBME subscribers. We are inviting people from all over the educational community to just come together. This is the place where you get to connect and communicate and talk about some exciting changes in professional learning. And it has to change, right? We're looking at this summer of PD and it's largely virtual. So we are still having to adhere to social distancing and keeping everybody safe. And so this is definitely the time. Kathleen says it's our time to reinvent and reimagine the possibilities. So super excited about that, Brian. Glad you brought it up.
And we've got your campus or your district covered, whether PLCs, whether you're investing in coaching, or you have a walkthrough strategy for your on-campus professional learning. We'll be discussing how some of that might change and how some of that can be improved upon and be reinvented. So we're excited. Cory, what else we got cooking?
Yeah, so I am working on our next course, and I'm super excited. It's our leadership calibration and video course. So largely looking at how we calibrate as instructional leaders across an organization, whether that's a campus or a district or a region. But how do we use video to do that work and do that work really well and set some solid calibration? So when we are working with the individuals that we support individually or separately, we still have some common understanding. So we can then amplify all the work that's happening in those individual classrooms. As teachers collaborate with each other, they're going to be kind of on the same page because they're hearing the same messaging and they're going to be able to see that themselves stronger. So I'm really excited. Dr. Tanya Gori was the author of this course. She's done a ton of work with us. She's been an amazing use case of how to use video in ways to transform professional learning at multiple levels. And so we'll have her on the What's Up Wednesday show hopefully soon to talk a little bit about leadership calibration and her work in that. But I'm excited that we're getting this course ready to go. So go to the Learning Center. You'll find leadership calibration and video as one of the course options as you scroll down, or you can go straight to learn.sibme.com/courses/leadership calibration and video. And you can pre-register. It's completely free, but this will mean that as soon as the course launches, you'll be the first one to have it in your inbox ready to go. So check it out. Again, I'm super excited about this course for sure.
Excellent. So we have, do we want to get into the main event?
Yes.
So the main event, everybody, is something I've been excited about for about a year. Is the new and improved video library. Dave, you should have saw Dave on Friday, like showing me some of the features. He was like a kid in the candy store. Let's get into it, Cory.
Yeah. So if I go to our SIBME account, we have an account video library. So the account video library in SIBME CIDME has three main spaces where you would engage in professional learning. The workspace is for your own private self-reflection. These are videos that you record or you upload, and you do your own private reflection here. It's that safe space where nobody else can see these videos or see your own personal thoughts around those videos, but that's where you go to do some deep reflection. Huddles are the places where you collaborate with others, either a coach that you're working with one-on-one or a group of peers and others in your organization or throughout your organization. So campus to campus or within the same campus. Huddles is that place where you begin to share video, observe models, have conversations around not just video artifacts, but other artifacts around learning, such as students' work samples, lesson plans, any type of artifact you'd like to share. You can share those in Huddles as well as your workspace. And then the library is an account-wide space. So everybody who's in your account can have access to your account video library. And in the past, this has been kind of a one-way transmission where this is where I go to watch videos. I can view only. There's no commenting. There's nothing else within here. I had kind of a limited way to organize this content. So we have kind of blown all of those things out of the water, Brian, and we now have much more ways that you can organize your content by subjects and subtopics, or categories and subcategories that you can create for your content. This allows that content to then be filtered through those different subjects and topics. Additionally, we have streamlined the way that you can add content for those who have permissions to manage the account video library. The things that are in here, they're going to have a more streamlined way to upload videos to this space, as well as they can now share videos from a workspace or a huddle space directly to the library in a much simpler fashion. So that's pretty exciting. Not only that, though, a lot of times I would have videos here in my video library that I wanted to share to a specific huddle, to the PLC that I was facilitating. So that is something that you can do now just by clicking the share button in the video library. You can share it into one of those spaces in your account. So you can have some more specific small group focused conversation around that video and those attached artifacts. So, Brian, do you want to talk about any of these updates that we talked about so far?
No, this is great. Adding a little bit more organization to it, I think we want to get into the cinema mode, or
Yeah.
what's it? This is we want to where we're going to be able to have a bigger picture of what we're looking at. We're going to be able to have some more discussion inside these videos. Do we want to get into that?
Yes. So I'm going to show you that now. So when you go into a video, you'll notice a few pretty exciting big changes. So the first one that you're going to notice, and Brian just mentioned this, is we do have a cinema mode. So if you are sharing an exemplar or non-exemplar video from your video library during a PD session or a small group PLC, or you're wanting to share it on your screen during your virtual professional learning session, you can pop it into cinema mode, which gives you this wider screen of availability. And you can still see some of the additional things that are included within that. So this cinema mode, I think, is going to be really great, especially because a lot of times we are using our video library. The video library works in a couple of ways. It's this place where, as an individual in the account, I can go here to find some exemplars, some resources for things that I'm looking for. It's that place for me to go self-discover. Or I might have been sent there by somebody who's supporting me and saying, hey, if you're wanting to try that, go check out this one video. But it's also the place where, as a facilitator of adult learning, I can come in here and I can use this space to share that to a group of individuals or within an individual, and we can kind of watch it here in this mode. So this is pretty exciting. One other thing that I am most excited about, but I just went out of my space that I was in, so let me go back into that. So in the past, you haven't been able to have any commenting features in the video library. This was, again, a view-only space. And now you are able to have commenting happen directly in your library. So if you'll see, we're in the video library, and now I can comment on these videos. And the commenting can happen. You have 3 options when it comes to comments in your video library. The first option is you can have them off. So nobody is able to comment on the library. It looks just like it did in the past. You still have your attachments. We also have transcribing. I just added this video, so the transcribing's not done yet, but transcription is a new feature. So you'll have that closed captioning feature, that transcription, where you can go in and edit anywhere that the AI might have, misheard something that you said. So you can go change those things, but you're going to have that transcription in here as well. But I can have the commenting off. On the other side, I can have it on for everybody. So that's what we have on in this account. So you can see that I uploaded this video and I went in and I added some points, some moments, some time range comments. So notice from 1 minute 54 seconds to 3 minutes and 5 seconds, where Mr. Hoffman is making connections to the text, to something, activating that prior knowledge and asking a teacher how they might do this with the book they've chosen for their guided reading lesson. So I'm guiding the noticing for the viewer in this library, and it makes it a much more robust exemplar or non-exemplar space. And they can reply here. So if I've got that turned on all the way, we can begin to have these conversations captured here in the video library space. And then the third option is kind of in the middle, where I may not want to have this open for everybody because we've got a large audience and that can kind of clutter up the space, but I still want that guided noticing to happen. So as my viewers go and watch these videos that we've curated in our library, they're going to, if they need that support to notice how specific things are happening, it's going to still be there. So I can turn this on for just the people who have the permissions to add videos and manage the library. They're the only ones who can make comments. So as a user, I won't see this new comment or this reply option. It'll just be here for me to be able to view. So I love these. I also love if I turn on this auto scroll feature and do this by timestamp, I can turn on that autoplay, which we have in our Huddle accounts, and this will play the video back just at those moments where there is a timestamp, and it will just kind of throw me like what I call the highlight reel. So I love autoplay for that as well. Brian, what are you thinking about some of these updates here?
Well, people have been asking for transcriptions for forever. Now we have them. So I think this is just a lot more. This is just a lot more thoughtful video library. It's going to make a lot of customers have been really, ready to enhance this space. Now the road is paved for you to do your really thoughtful video library. I'm really excited about this. So, and I like that we also are still able to, have discussions around a block of time. Because obviously that's a huddle feature, but I think I can see some of these best practice videos that's going to be really important for discussion. So taking them directly to a group of anyways a snippet of a video. So anyways, great work, Cory. I'm so excited about this.
Yeah, great work to our development team who's been working really hard on this. I mean, we've been talking about making these updates for a long time, and it's one of those things that was kind of, been on the roadmap, but it was not a priority at the time, and we finally had this space to do this. I'm super excited about it. This is not the only update coming this summer, so hold on to your seats, because in July, we're going to have some pretty amazing updates around the way that we can structure and support the learning path of individuals within the account, and they can support themselves in their own kind of goal setting feature. But I really am excited about this because, again, I do think a model, if I'm just watching a video, I may not know exactly why this is a model video. And so especially if my mental model is really early in that learning space, maybe I'm still really struggling with scaffolding, just watching a model of scaffolding doesn't really help me because I don't know where to focus and where to tune into. So the ability to be able to take specific moments or a sequence of events with that time range comment and highlight those for the people who are viewing that in the video library, I think amplifies the ability for them to be more autonomous in their learning, that they can be more independent with that learning. I just think it's going to be really robust. So if you haven't yet started using, if you're a SIDME user and you're not yet using your account video library, don't fret. Most people don't use it in the first year or two. It's usually a year 2 or year 3 thing, because you're just getting started with using video at the individual level. You haven't yet moved to having a collection that you can pull from. So if you're coming into your 2nd or 3rd year or beyond, and you're excited to start using this, let us know. If you're wondering what are some of the best practices around creating a professional learning library in your account, that's what we're here for. We're here to help you figure that out. Everything from how long should your videos be, to how should you organize them, to what are other ways. It doesn't always have to be classroom examples. What are other ways you can use this space to support? So you could create a whole category and subcategory for onboarding new professionals into your organization. So the video library is really a really great place to check it out. A couple comments in the chat. Janice from Impact Learning and Leading says this looks awesome. Kathleen says new things to explore. I really do think this is going to be a much more usable space. So, all right, Brian.
Are we ready for
our
the shout outs?
That's right. That's right. So today we've got a repeat offender, and not just once, not just twice, but this is their 3rd time on the shout out list.
Oh,
Magnolia. Magnolia ISD. We're meeting with their central office today to share that SIDME is being utilized by most of their campuses in their district, almost all of them. And the engagement is huge. Almost 400 of their educators have been engaging in video enhanced professional learning, whether that's through self-reflection, working with an instructional leader for that support, or working with peers, or all 3 of those things. So it's been pretty exciting to hear throughout the past couple of years how they've been using it. But this year, their engagement has been just amazing. So we've been meeting with each of the campus administrators about their use of our tool to support their professional learning, and getting to hear all the good stories, even through school closures, how they've been using it. So I'm excited to get to talk with them today, but the data looks amazing. So super excited for Magnolia, my hometown. So super excited.
Well, sweet Magnolia.
That's right.
This is we're excited about the stories that will be told in the inside the SIDME community and outside from this district implementation plan. So keep an eye on these guys.
Yeah.
So do we have anybody else?
That's it. That's all we got today, Brian.
Very cool. Well, if you guys have not had your end of year review with our customer success team, please make sure that that stuff happens. Get excited for the Better Together virtual conference. Go ahead, register. All you have to do is scan that QR code or type into your URL info.sidme.com Better Together. I think we're going to have the link in the comments below. Thanks for joining us for this special What's Up Wednesday. We'll see you out there.
Bye, everyone.